Level 30 in the season pass is going to give you a few options, guys, and I've gone for a bit of a rogue one in Ruben Loftus-Cheek. I really like the look of this card. I think he might have a few problems, though, so I'm a bit worried about using him at centre-back. First of all, he is 6'3", he's mostly lengthy, 4-star, 5-star. 5-star weak foot on a centre-back, in my opinion, is really good. For roles, he's got all of them as ++. He can play CDM, which I'd highly not recommend when you take a look at his in-game stats. But centre-back on Defender ++ looks really nice for him. Play styles are immaculate on this guy. He's got power header, which is a bit pointless. Long ball pass plus, which I think is going to be really good on him. And really viable at centre-back with the meta change that is happening at the moment. Ping pass silver, once again, really good, especially with that 5-star weak foot. Every defending playstyle, including block plus and anticipate plus. Nice to see Bruiser on there as well. He's got press proven and technical. Technical might be pretty good for playing out from the back with him. Press proven, I don't think you're going to get any kind of benefit from, if I'm honest. He's also got aerial plus, which is really, really good, in my opinion. For his in-games, you're going to notice the camera I've put on him is a bit weird. Let me explain shortly. Pace is good. You might want to go for a shadow, but I think that pace is good enough, especially when you consider the fact he is mostly lengthy. Shooting's actually quite nice on him. Not that you're going to be doing much shooting with him. Passing, bit on the low side. With a Maestro applied, he gets 87 vision, 93 short pass, and 94 long pass. Not that it really matters too much. The reason I have gone for the Maestro on him is because he's got low reactions, which I think are really important on centre-back. So he's got 94 reactions now. He's got 83 agility and 81 balance, which is good for a centre-back of his stature. 89 ball control and dribbling up to 97. Not that that really matters either. 99 composure. Very good for centre-backs. Defensively, he's essentially maxed out where you need him to be. 97 interceptions and stand tackle with 95 defensive awareness. 99 jumping, 95 stamina, 99 strength, and 95 aggression. We're going to be testing out this card in Division 1 Rivals, so let's get going. Do you want to complete the best evolutions on FC25, open all of the best packs, and have the best team possible? Well, today I might be able to help you with the best coin service, LootBar.gg. Not only are LootBar cheap, safe, and reliable, they offer 24/7 customer support, have a 4.9 rating out of 5 on Trustpilot, guaranteed to get your coins within 30 minutes of purchase, and also offers the ability to buy packs directly from LootBar, which are cheaper than on the game. And you don't just have to take my word for it, plenty of other content creators are using LootBar. So instead of wasting your money on terrible FC points, go to LootBar and use code VIPER at checkout to get 10% off all orders. Here is game 1 now coming up with 96 Shapeshifters Ruben Loftus-Cheek. I hope he's really good. And remember, if you're enjoying the content, make sure you like, follow, and subscribe. Right then, guys, here we go into the first game in Division 1 Rivals. This is going to be bloody sweaty. I'm hoping this Ruben Loftus-Cheek is going to be really, really good. I'm hoping his over the tops to my Gregor Kobel are going to be elite. There's the first one. Good. Very, very, very good. Into De Bruyne, back into Kobel. So that's how you can start good attacks with this Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Here we go with Kobel. We're not going to score, sadly. We might do still. We might do still. Oh, we're going to, aren't we? Oh, it's a terrible goal. That's all made from Ruben Loftus-Cheek's over the top, though. Okay, I like the way he jockeys, actually. What's your pace like, Ruben? Nice. Good stuff there. That felt really good from him. His jockey speed feels really nice. Back into him too here. We're going to try and fire that out there again. Back to Immobile. Yeah, see, I think, guys, with the meta change that I explained in the Kobel review, I think that kind of relief of pressure is going to be really, really nice if you've got someone that's got aerial plus at like right wing or left wing. I think that's going to be quite viable. Good. I like him, guys, already. I really like his speed. Specifically his jockey speed. I do think he's got a bit of a strange body type, though, if I'm honest. I think his body type's a little bit strange. It doesn't seem very centre-back worthy. Let's just do this again. Let's see if he can find that. Oh, it's nice. Okay. His long ball pass plus, even though he's got low passing stats, feels bloody good, guys. It feels really good, and it's very, very nice for starting attacks in a different way, which is something that I kind of value nowadays, you know, because if you don't want to pass along the ground all the time, this Loftus-Cheek gives you another option in that sense. Wow. Wow. Guys, his jockey speed is some of the best I've used on the game quite comfortably. He does not feel like he's 6'3" and like super heavy, I've got to say. Nice, Ruben. I'll tell you what, guys, I've been impressed. I've been impressed. I am still a bit worried about his body type. I don't think he is going to feel like he's got 99 strength or bruiser silver for that matter. But so far it hasn't really mattered. So I'm happy about that. I'm really happy about that. Wow. What a pass, guys. Whoa. What a pass that was. Yes, Ruben. Tackle's very solid as well, guys. Oh my god. I tell you what I also quite like about him. His aggression. He steps up really fast. Like, really fast. Wow, he has been good in this game. Oh, lovely from Ruben again. What a pass out. Guys, something as well that I actually quite like about him is the fact he's got technical. So you can kind of drive out a little bit with him, which is quite mad. It's quite mad that you can drive out like that with him. Wow, his over the tops, even though his passing isn't that high, over the tops are insane. What the bloody hell was that? Here you go with Ruben. Easy, easy. I tell you what, guys, he might have the most responsive jockeying that I've used for a centre-back, which I really wasn't expecting anything like that. But he is one of them cards that if you like controlling your centre-backs, you'll get on really well with this card because his jockey speed is just outrageous. And his passing is also outrageous. Yeah, he's there again, man. He's so solid. Fair enough, man. Fair enough. And there's that out ball again. Wow. Copo, you've got to do better with that. You've got to do better with that. Can't get past him, man. He's a brick wall. Fair play, man. I must admit, when I picked him, I was expecting a good card. I certainly weren't expecting this, though. He does feel like a bit of a midfielder playing in centre-back. I will admit that. But I love his responsiveness. And I love his ability on the ball. It's like top tier. He really is like a bit of a carbon copy of that Virgilius van Dijk card, in my opinion. Oh, unlucky. He's super good. Here is game 2 now coming up with Shapeshifters Ruben Loftus-Cheek. I loved him in the first game. I think he's really goddamn good. As I did say, guys, he does come with a caveat of, you know, he has a bit of a strange body type for centre-back. But I've really enjoyed him, man. I think he is there with your Bastoni, your Virgil, your Jonathan Tah, players like that. I think he really is there with them. Easy for Ruben there. What a pass out that is too. Yes, he's in there again, guys. Wow, so solid. He's so solid. Brilliant from Ruben again. Sadly, can't keep hold of the ball, though. That's disappointing. That's the first thing I've seen from him, which I've not liked. Wow. Did you guys see his pace there to get back? This card is mental, man. He's mental good. His jockeying is literally the best on the game. I think I'm happy to admit that now. You know, playing with him enough, his jockeying is the best on the game, guys. It's the best on the game. Oh my god, what a block. Again, guys, this card is elite. Fair enough. Alright, guys, my review is in on Ruben Loftus-Cheek as a centre-back. And I have to say, when I went into the games, I was a bit concerned about his body type. He's quite skinny. Obviously, he's quite tall. But he's not got the same body type as Saliba, Bastoni, obviously VVD. Players like that are built more for centre-back, if that makes sense. But this card does redeem that poor body type with a few things that I really wasn't expecting. First of all, his pace is good. Mostly lengthy, is very handy on and off the ball. I think I quite like the ability to drive into space with him because he's got technical. You know, you can drive into space with the lengthy and then kind of control the ball a bit better with the technical, which is actually somewhat useful, I would say, which I wasn't expecting, but it did feel quite useful in game. We tried no shots with him, so I'm not going to comment on that. I imagine his Trevellas will be okay, but not really something that I care about. Passing was unbelievable on this card. I couldn't quite believe how good his passing was. Of course, we've gone for the Maestro on him, but that 5-star weak foot and his passing with the ping pass and the long ball pass plus, unreal, guys. I've got Gregor Kobel at right wing, and I suggest you go and watch that video. But Loftus-Cheek's ability to, under a lot of pressure, just fire it up to Kobel, and I trust Kobel to win every single header. It's so nice, man. His long balls are vile. Sometimes you'll fire it up to Kobel, and he doesn't even need to head it because it's such a pinpoint pass that he can just bring it down and it's completely isolated the left back, which is really nice about this card. I also think his passes into midfield with the ping pass silver are really reliable and really good. Some of the best passing on a centre-back that I have used for sure. Dribbling. This is where this review takes a turn, and I couldn't quite believe how good his jockeying was. I think it's a lot to do with his body type, but when I tell you he is the best jockeying centre-back I've used on the game, I absolutely mean it. His jockey speed's outrageous. Even as Jockey Silver, like, he gets round the pitch so nicely. He can cut out passing lanes really nicely with his Jockey Silver. I couldn't quite believe how good this was, and this is just something I wasn't expecting from him at all. I think this card is quite a manual defender, so if you like the AI defending, you might not like this card, but if you like to control your centre-backs and kind of push them up, be aggressive with them, this is one of the top 3 centre-backs on the game, in my opinion. His dribbling outside of his jockey as well is nice. You know, his left stick's okay, which is somewhat viable at centre-back nowadays, and of course his technical is actually quite good as well. Defensively, unreal, guys, unreal. He did make one mistake, but I'm going to put it down to the game, and you know, the interception have worked, but it didn't for some reason. Outside of that, his tackles are exemplary. He feels really strong as well with that bruiser, and I'm not the biggest fan of Block Plus. I would have preferred Intercept Plus or even Bruiser Plus, but you can utilise this with him as well. As I say, I think it's a bit of a waste on him, but still it is quite good to use at certain points. You know, if you are controlling your centre-backs manually, you do get a bit more use from the Block Plus, in my opinion. But the main thing is his tackles, and his tackles are crazy clean. They're so good. When he tackles, you are getting the ball back, and that's the end of it. That's the end of it. His cutting passing lanes can sometimes leave a little bit to be desired, not because of his jockey, obviously, but because of Intercept Silver. Doesn't always work, but I think that's me nitpicking a little bit. Physically, super strong, even though he's got that strange body type. Stamina's brilliant, and that aggression means that he pushes up with his AI quite a lot, which is also really nice. Didn't get to try out the Aerial Plus at all on him, as I do think it's a bit of a waste as a plus again, but this card is legit really good, and I think he is the best option from the options there, because he's not just a centre-back that's good at defending. He's a centre-back that can play with the ball and bring the ball out really cleanly and start counter-attacks and just start attacks for you. I really like this card, guys. I think he's a manual defending kind of centre-back, but you can also utilise his AI. His AI is really good.